Welcome back, everyone. Very excited to be here with Kevin again. This time around, I've put to Kevin that I'd like to know more about summer fragrances.
Yes, yeah. I've got a new arrivals that have just came to the store at Oligarch here. So I wanted to throw some new, but also some classics that we both have worn before, but maybe some of your viewers haven't had a chance to experience them.
There's so many fragrances. I mean, it's a tough call that you're doing, because at the end of the day, you've got over 400 fragrances here, right?
There's a lot. And people always ask me, Kev, what's your favorite? Or it's kind of hard. We have to do these lineup videos where I show you a bit of everything. Scope of price range as well. Right. So we're coming out at a really affordable price range for everyone. Those new to niche, but also we're going to the more higher end, bigger names as well.
Love it.
Yeah.
Let's smell.
So the first one, I wanted to start off with the newest house that we've been very, very blessed.
I love that we're starting with the big hitter.
Yeah. A lot of you guys will probably recognize the bottle. It's quite an iconic shape, iconic bottle cap here. This is Stéphane Humbert Lucas from Paris. It's a brand that we carry exclusively here at Oligarch now. Their most famous being the God of Fire, which is a very, very, it's sold out around the world. And when we got it here at the store, within about 24 hours, in the first night, I sold every bottle that we had.
You still have the tester, right?
Yeah.
So come in for the tester.
Yeah, come in.
It's a fragrance which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, really, it's talked about online a lot with all the big reviewers as well.
But
this is actually one that I recommend over God of Fire.
I came in, I'm like, dude, I need to smell God of Fire. And he's like, yeah, just smell this.
Yeah.
But now try this.
It's hard to say it's better. I would say, personally, I prefer this. Yeah, this is more my style.
Honestly, actually, I'm going to go back on skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going
Let's
to do
go.
skin. When I tried this on skin,
Yeah.
honestly, I'm like, what the heck, man? It's like...
For those who don't know, the reason why God of Fire is so hyped up, that is their like pineapple mango fruit bomb, right? And it's one that I think a lot of people have been looking for, these more creamy mangoes. This is actually called Soleil de Jera Mango Kiss. So it's part of the Soleil de Jera range of, there's 3 perfumes in this particular collection. And this is the Mango Kiss, which is their Summer Vibes one.
Now, I know this is, I'm going to say blasphemy right now, all right? So everybody don't be upset with me. This is better than God of Fire.
I agree. That's why I choose it every time. Yeah.
I love God of Fire. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Yeah. But this trumps it. This is something else.
I always pick this because I tell customers it's much more, there's more complexity to it. This one you've got not just that really sweet, creamy mango, but you also have iris butter in there, this floral. It's a very nice, like yellow-white floral. And then you've got some very kind of sweet, but also very subtle coconut notes to it.
This for me, comfortably masculine, feminine. It sways both ways.
Yeah.
A man can wear, I was wearing this, it was a very hot day when I came into the store. I was wearing, it was lasting all day long.
Yeah.
I wasn't sweating it off. So in that really beautiful summer heat, it was staying with me.
If you are someone who may find the God of Fire and other really fruity scents a bit too sweet, perhaps they start to dry down a bit feminine on your skin, especially for guys. Go for something like this, where it has a bit more complexity to it. It's got the florals in there, so it's not just a fruit bowl punch.
Right.
There's
and I think also that, like you mentioned, that iris butter does give it a bit of that powdery creaminess to it.
When I smell it, sunny day. That's what I think of. How about you?
I was wearing it on a sunny day. This thing here, it didn't go away. It didn't want to go away. It just stayed and stayed. And that mango, because sometimes the other thing too is that you want those hero notes to stay with you rather than just at the opening. You want them to sort of create that longevity. The mango is there. It's
coconut, more the florals. So very stunning
special.
scent.
Yeah.
And we're very, very blessed to hold Stéphane Humbert Lucas exclusively here.
Awesome brand.
We've got the whole range, and yes, we do still have the God of Fires.
Actually, here's a question: would you have both?
If you are wanting something on a, well, in Australia, like a 30°C, very hot, humid, and you're out to the beach, I would say something like God of Fire, where it's purely mango, very fruity. But then perhaps if you want something on like a mid-20s day where it's still very sunny, nice day out at the park and stuff like that, then I'd go with something with a bit more florals, more complexity.
Love it.
Yeah, something like that. Oh,
awesome.
Beautiful. Now, if you're heading out on the sea, if you are at the beach, if you do get a chance to go on like your friend's boats, you guys are going fishing, your friend's yacht.
I don't have those kind of friends.
Come on my yacht.
But if you want to be my friend and you have a yacht, I'll say yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Then we've got one by LOUMARI Paris. This is called Porthole. Have you tried this before?
This is awesome. Another one.
Yeah.
The brand is fairly new, actually. We're going top here.
Putting up,
please. Yeah.
There we go.
Wait, 2 sprays. I'm going to be spraying 7 fragrances, my man. 1 spray. Instantly.
Projection on this is crazy.
Instant.
It is not, what I really like it, you know, the theme of this bottle, if you just have a close look at the front of the bottle, you can see the ships on
Gives
the
it
sea.
away. Yeah.
It kind of gives it away that it is a aquatic scent. It's quite a marine blue scent, but you get a gorgeous, gorgeous note of pineapple, passion fruit. So you have that fruity opening there that's really pleasant. And then it really takes you out to sea.
So if I compare the two, the mango, the creaminess of the fruit is definitely in play there. Whereas I find that Porthole, it has that fruit, and I love passion fruit. Passion fruit is such a unique scent note.
Yeah.
So that passion fruit is there, but then there's this salty marine that's also coming through. So it doesn't go into a deep sort of fruit place.
Yeah.
There's still that aquatic nature, which I like
in
in aquatic fragrances. You want to smell the sea, basically.
I always say this, at the heart of this fragrance, it is an aquatic scent, not a fruity scent.
No,
right?
not at all.
So you have those really sweet, nice fruits at the top, but then at the heart of it, you do have a salty chord in there. So it's really supposed to take you out on your yacht, you know,
and
out in the ocean.
That pineapple also makes me feel that it is, for those who've had a chance to go to Asia, Thailand, Malaysia, the pineapple tastes different to the pineapple in Australia.
Tell me.
All right, so pineapple in the Asian countries, there's a creaminess to it. It has a much sweeter taste to it, not so acidic, whereas the pineapple that we get here in this country is very acidic. For me, this is like an Asian pineapple.
I find I think it's always been because of the climate.
Right.
Over there, you get only 2 seasons, wet season, dry season.
Right.
But even in the
Hot
wet
and hotter.
season,
Yeah.
it's still hot.
Yeah.
So the fruits, you're getting really rich fruits all year round.
Yeah, I was going to say the fruits in Asia are just...
Yeah.
Actually, this man culture is that...
Lunar New Year.
The Lunar New Year, you give gifts, and this man here gave me a massive fruit basket of all these different...
Classics.
Yeah, the Asian fruits. I mean, there was this... I don't know where you got the mango from, but that mango, I mean...
Mango, dragon fruit, which some people may not actually... Maybe you guys have never even tried it before. And that's supposed to bring you health and prosperity.
Yeah. Why? Trust me, I received it with 2 hands, and you know...
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. It's an aquatic that's different.
Yes.
Because sometimes aquatics tend to be very almost seaweed and seawater and stuff like that. There is a fruit vibe, an Asian sort of fruitiness to it.
Yeah.
And then there's that beautiful aquatic, familiar place.
Yeah, I think your point being, sometimes in the aquatics, they'll always put a citrus, and it's a citrus freshie.
Right.
But this is, there's no citrus, it's a fruity aquatic. It's
awesome.
It is
you need to taste. You need to test this one out. It's awesome.
You need to taste this.
You need to taste. Yeah, that's only because again, it's that pineapple. I mean, for me, it's that
like a
pineapple.
yummy fruitiness.
I mean, I know the flavor of this pineapple in Asia. Anyway, beautiful.
The next one, well, some of you guys may already have been able to jump onto the NFC website to see the exciting project that we're doing with these guys. This next one's by JOVOY Paris. JOVOY Paris. Paris.
I love your French.
Oui.
Je parle français.
Whoa,
Terrible. That was terrible.
Okay.
Everyone's like, what the heck was that?
This one, I wanted to go in a bit of a different
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
The JOVOY store.
Yeah.
I haven't been. In us doing this experience in Paris, I've been looking at videos online, like a walkthrough. This place looks awesome. Now, I love your store, all right? So I love Oligarch.
Yeah.
But this is Oligarch on steroids.
Oh, this is
something else.
in our industry, among frag heads, the JOVOY Paris Boutique is legendary. It's an icon. Everyone knows it. It's a store that doesn't just hold the JOVOY brand, but it carries thousands and thousands of brands.
So if you're into niche perfumery,
We are very, very excited to do a huge collaboration with JOVOY. It's going to be a fragrance tour in France, hosted by Marcelo and I. Visit the JOVOY Paris Boutique, sit down and meet Francois, the owner of JOVOY now.
yeah. So if you're into niche perfumery, if you want to explore, to get really behind the scenes, then we look forward to sharing.
Jump into the website to check it out. We'll point down a lot of the activities that we're going to have planned.
If you're into fragrances, this is going to be an experience that you won't forget.
So, here it is. Ambre Premiere, is one that I wanted to put in this video that is not going to be your fruity scent for summer. I think it's, I don't want everyone to feel like they're limited to just wearing fruity stuff.
Yeah.
So this is an amber scent, which many people may wear it in winter.
You know, the funny thing is, because when Kevin put this forward in the lineup, I mean, I'm not familiar with this fragrance, okay?
Okay, yeah.
I am going to put it on card this time around.
Yep.
And then we'll see how it goes on skin. I find for summer, amber fragrances are not my jam. I like this. I like fruity and aquatic and vibrant, whereas I know you like the ambery, the
sweet, ambery,
yeah.
resinous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find that you generally wear this more in the cooler days, huh?
Well, see, for me, amber fragrances, the more with like normally amber is also matched up with vanillas and things of that nature.
Yeah.
This is pretty good though. This is nice. This is really nice, brother.
So it opens with these really, it's very quite subtly sweet, but very exotic spices. So you have a really nice spicy tone to it. Then the amber, I always pick up like a bit of a soft vanilla in it. Not that it's listed, but that's just what I always pick up whenever I wear it myself.
There's a powderiness in there. So you're saying spices. What kind of spices are we looking at?
Spices. So you're looking at like things like cinnamon, right? Notes like that. I wanted to add this into our collection because you still need to wear something in the evenings going out.
Yeah.
And perhaps during the day when it's been 25, 30 degrees, sunny, beautiful, you've been outside, you've been wearing fruitier things, rich fruits. You go home, have a shower, and you're heading out now for the evening. You're going out on a date, you're going out for dinner, you're meeting some friends. Maybe you don't want to wear another citrus or another fruity, fresh scent.
I like this.
Consider something like...
Can I put on skin?
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm listening. You keep talking, I'll spray.
Consider something like wearing lighter ambers, sweeter ambers. Not ones that are overly made just for winter, but I think this is made as a really nice evening scent when it's a bit warm.
I was going to say summertime, evening, open shirt or very casual.
Yeah. Walking around in the city.
This is actually...
You're going to dinner.
Yeah, I just got... Does it have coffee in it?
Some of those spices, perhaps it kind of gives off that coffee tone.
Yeah.
But they write like exotic spices, so they don't go into depth of exactly.
Because I just got this light sort of like a bitterness, but a actually on skin. I always say a card gives you a reference marker to go, okay, this could be for me, not for me.
Yeah.
But where you're going to see the real evolution, the real power of the fragrance is when you put it on your own skin, your skin chemistry mixed in with the fragrance.
Because it sits quite differently on me.
The card to this is two different things.
Yeah, exactly. Stunning scent, a great option to wear in the evenings in summer on those a bit more warmer nights.
There probably is no coffee, but I'm getting a bitterness, sort of like an ambery, vanilla, spicy, like a coffee sort of component to it. Am I imagining it or is it for real? What do you think?
Yeah. They write exotic spices, but I always pick up this kind of cinnamon where it's like a sweetened spice.
Right.
Maybe like nutmeg, notes like
Beautiful.
that. Yeah.
No, actually, I take it back. As a summer fragrance, I think it would work really well. I honestly, as bright summery day, going out, these two fragrances would be magic. For an evening, something a little bit spicier, a little bit warmer on skin would be magic.
I carefully planned this lineup just for you.
He's the expert. He's the expert. Honestly, he's the expert. I love coming into store, actually, just a footnote. Love coming into store, we're chatting, and all of a sudden a customer will come in, and Kevin goes into,
Oligarch mode.
Yeah. And people say, look, I'm looking for a floral. All of a sudden, he's like pinging from... Bing, bing. He's going, and he starts lining them all up. And I love listening. I love being that fly on the wall, listening to you, talking about why this one, why that one, and then,
There's a reason behind everything.
Yeah, I love this. And you'll find that Kevin, if you come into store, will give you a balance. It won't be, if you say I want an aquatic fragrance, it won't be all sea salt, aquatic. It would be a lineup like this where you're getting different facets of.
I always found that my job here is to help people explore the world of niche fragrances.
Right.
So if you're coming in for a freshie, I'm going to give you a few freshie scents, but I'm going to add in 3, 4, 5 freshie at the heart, but now let's go somewhere a little different. Let's start to expand the range. Yeah.
I love that.
Because one thing that I always tell I think it happens more to guys, to be honest. They will come in here and they will be like, Kev, I love citrus, I love fresh. And I'll ask them how many bottles, how big is their collection? They're sitting on 30, 40 bottles, all in the same
thing.
direction.
Yeah.
I could show you more, but let's just kind of see and explore, kind of venture
And
out.
it's exciting to open up your field of vision and to see. I mean, I know there's some guys are like, you know, I don't do fruity fragrances because you know they're a bit more feminine leaning. If that's you, then try out Porthole. It's really, I mean, it's
still fresh, but now with some fruits.
Correct, and that aquatic nature is still coming in.
Hey,
I love it.
The very first episode you and I shot together, you never considered oud. You didn't like oud?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Your wife hated oud too?
Yeah, actually, she's into oud.
Yeah.
She likes, I wear it, and now I wear a lot more animalic fragrances, and she's like, man, you smell good.
And you found some ones that really work.
Correct.
Really work well for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The next house, one that you're very familiar with. Shout out to
Carlos, Perris Monte Carlo. This is the Italian collection. I own all of them. And I know they're all citrus, but they're not all citrus. And this is the thing. So each one of them has its own nuance, and it's different. So yes, it falls into a citrus category, but they're so unique. They're so unique. You need to experience these guys.
Wow. Oh, that projection off. This is Arancia di Sicilia, which is...
Arancia.
Oh!
Scusa, parli italiano, eh? Arancia di Sicilia.
Ah, there we go. That really, really sweet, almost like sugary note to this orange. It's like a blood orange, but then it's like quite a sugary fruit in it as well.
One thing that the Italians love doing, my mother-in-law, she is from Calabria, from the south, so you know the pure blood. Not that the north is not pure blood. Of course they are.
But the old school.
The old school, yeah. So one thing they love doing is they get the citrus and they candy it. So they dry roast, they dry it, then they cover it with sugar, and it's a beautiful.
And then they'll slice it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a sugary treat, all right. Yeah. In a way, I guess maybe it would have been a poor man's sugary treat. You know, like if they're working on the farms and stuff like that, you couldn't afford to go buy some lollies or whatever it may be. Yeah. So you would do this. Now, for me, this is that. This is that candied orange. The sweetness is in there. You can almost taste the granules of sugar as you. But that
now you've worn this before, right?
I love this. This is my first one.
What kind of? When have you been wearing it? What kind of weather? Where do you wear it to?
The hotter it gets, the better this thing stings. So this literally sweats off me, and I'm in an orange grove. Yeah. It is vibrant. It stays citrus, and I think the way that Kevin explained it, that candied orange is 100% correct. It's very vibrant. It's very orange. It's very alive. It's very happy. I mean, you smell this, and even if you're having a bad day, I was going to say the other word. If you're having you just smell this.
Happy mood.
Yeah, it lightens your life.
If you've been to Italy before, I was very, very blessed to go to Italy my first time with you, actually.
Yeah, that was fun.
I wrote. Yeah, and again, we just picked up a lot of these beautiful, fragrant notes around the city, walking around Milan, Florence together. And this really brings you back.
I know Italy loves its citrus fragrances. Yeah. The birth from Florence, Caterina de' Medici, the fragrance that was created for her when she went to France, blah, 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 blah. All that was a very citrus-based fragrance, you know? And so I think the celebration of Italy, citrus.
I always say that if we're talking florals, then I would call the French doing the best florals. But if we're talking citrus, Italians. Maybe something to do with the climate or just where they grow.
I had a meeting with, well, not a meeting, but we did some filming with Perris Monte Carlo, and all the citruses that they get from Italy, the south. They've got the know-how, the experience, the soil, the climate, all that sort of stuff.
The perfect recipe for making the best citrus.
Absolutely. And the Italian collection, I go back, honestly, guys, you can get all of them, and you'll find that they're all different in their own unique way.
Yeah, and this is one that particularly I wanted to put into this range because it is sitting on the really affordable side of things.
Right.
So Australian dollars, we're looking at around 220-ish, so US would probably be about 160, 180, which is really affordable for a niche brand, for a brand that has a really big name and quite a rich history like Perris Monte Carlo.
And such a beautiful bottle. On shelf, they look gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's 100 ml.
Yeah.
They do also hold smaller extrait versions as well, but this kind of price for 100 ml, you'll be laughing all summer. It's
absolutely.
Perfect. And the next one is a brand that we were very blessed to visit in Milan, actually. We sat down with the team from Fragrance du Bois. This is London Spice. I think that was the first time you tried it, right?
It was.
All right, this one you go on skin or you go on card?
I'm going to go on skin, please.
Yeah, okay. All right. Here.
This is a great fragrance.
Now, this is, London Spice is a bit of a homage, bit of a throwback to their very classic, very famous fragrance called London Oud.
Right.
In the Oud collection.
Right.
Which is, London Oud being a bit more of your very old school, traditional British gentleman style scent. So, at the store here, whenever I describe the London Oud, I think Daniel Craig, Pierce Brosnan, James Bond.
Funny, I was going to say James Bond. Daniel Craig, James Bond is wearing this.
This has got that DNA in it.
Yep.
The difference is now the London Spice, they've taken out the oud and they've put in more notes of like spearmint. So really nice minty notes. It's much more of a modern take to a very well-known classic style scent.
This is now an English summer. The fact that you said it has a minty component, because there is a freshness in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't worn this in high heat, so I like, for me, high heat tends to be more citrus. A lot more, I like the aquatics. But this here is a great spring day. This is a beautiful, bright spring day.
And you'll have people from some cities, over in the US, over in Europe, that perhaps their summer doesn't get as hot as ours. And so this is a really, really nice scent where Australian weather, maybe it's about 22 to 25, and it's perhaps not the sunniest outside, but it's still a really nice warm day, and you're going out. You want something that has a bit of... there's almost like a very soft green minty component in it.
Totally.
But there is a spearmint on top, so that's where you're getting it from.
Yeah. I find that it has woods or some sort of woody. Okay,
In the face.
I like wearing this one here as a more formal fragrance. So not necessarily suit and tie, but definitely if I'm going to a meeting, if I'm going to somewhere a bit more formal, I don't know. It's a nice compliment. It's an energy booster.
The reason why did you mention James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig?
It's that look.
It's
exactly. It's that look. You know, and it does. I don't know. It transmits a certain level of positive energy. There is a. It fortifies me. That's the word.
For me, when I smell it, I think instantly classy. This guy's classy, right? We're going out. Perhaps it's on a summer evening, and you're at a black tie event, right? The reason why you get that old classic gentleman style is from the heart of lavender.
Right.
So I find when a fresh fragrance has that very old school touch of lavender, it gives you this very gentleman's suit and tie, very well polished guy.
I find that I don't hear much on London Spice. I think it's a little bit of a hidden gem. I'm going to say I think it flies a little bit under the radar. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. It's part of the newer releases with the Cavort and some other
I was
ones.
going to say, but when that came out, Cavort came out, and that just, and the same one. The other one that I feel that flies under is Secret Trist.
Yes.
I love Secret
You have to come
Trist.
check that out.
Yeah.
That's one that you have, I think. Right? Yeah.
It's a sexy fragrance.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, that's a summer fragrance too, just putting it out there.
Yeah, you'll have to come visit the store, come by and try.
Have a look. I mean, from the Fragrance Du Bois lineup is like nothing else. I mean, you could spend an hour, 2 hours in here just exploring that range alone.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
But London Spice, I'd recommend it. Beautiful, vibrant, minty, fresh, very gentleman.
Very classy.
Would a woman wear this?
To be honest, I haven't had a woman come in and buy it before. Perhaps I find that maybe that it does have a very strong classic gentleman style scent.
Even though fragrance is genderless, but I do feel that it has a sort of a man. I feel like, well dressed, looking sharp and wearing this. I think this just complements you.
Signature scent.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There we go. All right, last up in the lineup.
Last one.
Big shout out to our friend Quentin, the founder of SORA Paris. If you guys didn't know already, head on over to the NFC website because this huge event, this huge project that we're doing.
This is exciting. I mean, we're trying to downplay it, but this is pretty.
But we're pretty excited.
This is pretty exciting. Yeah. So we're going to be in Paris with JOVOY, and then we're going down to the south of France to be in Grasse with Quentin.
Join us. You're going to want to be there. You'll get to meet the founder, and Quentin's going to take us around Grasse and do some really special behind-the-scenes activities. Jump onto the NFC website, and you'll be able to check out some of the details there. This one here is called GREASQUE.
How is it that these guys hit the ground running? Because this is a new house, but they've just exploded on the scene. I mean,
so it's a brand that's probably about 18 months old. It's just under 2 years. You'll have a lot of new names in the niche market pop up all the time.
Yeah.
Many of them you won't hear for
dynamic
a while, to be honest. There's just so much in the world of niche fragrances. These guys have made a name for themselves. They made it into
The JOVOY store.
the JOVOY store, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And as we said
How's
before,
that for a beautiful combination?
Yeah. You have to get your brand into a very, very iconic flagship boutique like the JOVOY store in Paris to build a name for yourself.
Yeah.
So Quentin was able to, his high quality fragrances, really, really iconic bottles.
Yeah.
His whole collection's like Marble Cat looks stunning.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything else.
I mean, and again, like Kevin was saying,
Yeah.
there's so many new fragrances coming out that you really have to have a unique point
Very standout.
to stand out.
Yeah,
Right.
Agreed. And so this whole collection, well, Quentin is from quite a well-known family in France in the perfume industry, had boutiques around France, all over France for generations. And this is he wanted to go out there and start his own brand. His love for fragrances transcending from his grandparents to his parents and now to him, he thought, why not come out with my own brand? This is called GREASQUE. GREASQUE, inspired by the city of Provence in France, where he comes from, a small village near there, and he wanted to set the scenery of where he's from with like all the sea and the beach, and he's sitting over the cliff and stuff, and you get a lot of that green freshness.
Absolutely.
All that green freshness from where he's standing on the cliff, right? But then you have also quite aquatic sense of the sea. And the main two notes on this, well, the main accord of this is actually a mint that he gets that's from his town. He gets this mint. And
Can I just say, so the mint that we experienced before on London Spice, there is an aromatic lightness to it. It's mint, but it's not pronounced. The mint here,
it's very rich.
It bounces out.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're crushing like spearmint or anything like that. So there's those other facets, like you mentioned. It's the aquatic component of it.
Yeah. I get a lot of green notes, almost like it's not listed in the notes, but I almost get like this really fresh basil, these really fresh French ingredients.
So I was going to say there's also a herbal component to it too.
Yeah, that's all around. So it's like he kind of pictured himself in the setting, right? And he just picked out really what's around him and made a fragrance.
And when you set the scene like that, on the cliff, at the ocean, surrounded by nature, it's all here. We haven't looked at notes, and that's only because I really wanted to stay in the moment with the fragrances and flow through. However, I'm getting so many facets to this, I need to look at notes. On the opening, you're getting basil, bergamot, black pepper, and clove. In the heart is mint, blackcurrant, galbanum with violet. Then in the base, blackcurrant, cedarwood, wood, vetiver, sage, and caramel. Boom. Basil, you were right.
There we go.
But rosemary. Because like I said, I could get this rosemary, this freshness from it. But then there's the woods in the base.
And then the spices. So some of those spices that come out, it's almost like French cuisine served on a plate while you're sitting there in the scenery of it.
You need to test this one, guys.
Yeah.
This is, all right, not that the others, the others are beautiful.
Yeah.
But I get excited when I smell something that is so unique, so different. Yeah. The other thing too, for me, I find I have a hard time with blackcurrant in fragrances. I don't know why. The blackcurrant gives me a very, gives me a vibe that I don't enjoy. I won't say what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Cat pee.
Oh.
Sometimes I get that sort of.
When it's purely built around the blackcurrant.
I think so.
But
I get something, and I'm like, well, blackcurrant in the heart, blackcurrant in the base. I'm not detecting that. Yeah. I'm not detecting that blackcurrant, but I know that the fact that it's in both locations, it's definitely playing a part. I'm getting more the
greenness?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's why Quentin even colored the bottle this way too.
It's beautiful, man. It's
really, really nice.
Beautiful.
Again, jump on over and check out what we're doing with Quentin, with SORA DORA. It's something that no other store, no other brand, no other perfume ambassador has ever done before.
We're going to be in Grasse, where the SORA DORA fragrances are created.
Yeah.
Now, beautiful collection, my man. I mean, there's something for everybody here. If you like your fruity, summer, more summery sort of fragrances, aquatics, amber, which I was actually... this is actually really, really nice.
There you go.
This is really
there you
good.
go. Something that you didn't consider.
No, and it's not overtly amber, warm, winter. For me, this is comfortably a summer evening fragrance.
Exactly.
London Spice, I know, it's amazing. And now the new GREASQUE is just...
What's your favorite, actually?
Ooh, bada bing, boom, boom. All of them, bro.
No, you know.
I know. I can't.
If I
Look,
said, Marcelo,
I'm allowed to take
pick one from
today.
today,
Oh man.
have it.
Oh, bro.
But you only have one, man. I'm trying to give you 6.
Oh, brother, no, I can't. Honestly, I'm looking at all of them.
Or maybe, hey, well,
Tell me, man.
this is how I sell.
Now I'm
Think
getting...
about
Okay.
your collection,
Yes, bro.
right? In your collection, what is kind of a field that's missing? I don't want you to get something that you already have something.
You know the
that's
funny
like
thing is?
similar.
The amber.
Because you don't really carry ambers for summer.
For summer.
Yeah, there you go.
But all of them. But yeah, I mean, this one, I think what happened is that this one surprised me as a summer fragrance.
Yeah.
The others are, in my opinion, a classic summer fragrance.
Yes.
If I'm coming in to buy for summer,
Easy
all of
pick.
these, yeah, absolutely. But if I'm coming in, you would have sold me on this one.
Yeah?
You would have, and I would have said, no, not for me, Kevin, because I don't like blah, blah, blah. I'd give you my long excuse. And then in the end, I would have gone, actually, I like this one, man.
There you go.
All right.
Jump on the Oligarch website because this lineup of fragrances that we've curated for this video, we're actually going to do a special NFC code.
It's pretty exciting. I'm grateful to these guys because, I mean, you guys are doing it.
It's going to be NFC 5. We'll pop the details down below. NFC 5. You'll get a really nice discount there. We also do pay for free express shipping on your order as well within Australia.
Yeah. So it's for the Aussies. So
Sorry.
apologies,
Everyone else.
but the Paris experience, that's a world thing.
Worldwide, baby. Yeah. Come and hang out with us.
Worldwide, baby. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you guys all on the next episode. Bye.